All right, we're recording? All righty. So, Fungi, you're saying that you don't think environmental suits are good enough? Fungi?
Sorry, I was muted there. I admit this is partially out of character information. Krios doesn't really know much about... Oh, no, he did some reading. He might know. I guess they're worth getting, but I'm not... this is back in character. They're worth getting, but you guys seem to be very sure that we need to be in a hurry here, and if we need to go where exactly to get these suits?
Up 30 floors, up 30 levels, across the sky bridge. After that, don't know how far we need to go from there to get to the Noble District.
Talia would be able to tell you that the Noble District in the other tower goes up to about 170 stories.
And we going to that Noble Tower to kill everyone, or are we rescuing someone?
Both.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. It seems we need to
maybe a little column C of maybe destroying the tower in some way.
Well,
I don't know. Jess, did Lynn suggest in character to detonate the core, or is that something she wouldn't know? Jess was writing short story. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Yeah. So, in character, all of you know that Lynn proposed blowing up the hive, the infected hive, by overloading the core of the building. None of you, however, are aware if even this building has a core, because none of you have looked at any specs for it yet.
Yep. We just know that we need to get rid of the scum and villainy inside.
Oh, something else that was revealed that Krios wouldn't know yet. One of you can choose whether or not you're going to tell him. The base where everybody started was a planetary defense force base. They were having problems with rebels, so the Imperial Guard, who was over at the capital, said, all right, we'll send a regiment over to go help clear up the rebels so that your mission for, filling up a mass grave with bodies will not be, further delayed. The Imperial Guard showed up and pretty much promptly went renegade. The leader has been named as Captain Leonard Ballgrass. And pretty much everyone is blaming him for what took place, and that half the Imperial Guard forces killed the other half when he went renegade and took half the vehicles, destroying the other half. 2 or 3 vehicles made it back, but promptly fell apart at that point. There was originally, I think, 10 of the Medusas, so there's roughly half that many operational by rough estimates, and I believe 20 Hydra. And again, half of those were destroyed. So assuming half of them are still operational.
Okay, well, I have an idea. So they have, the Renegades have Hydras that are flacking the air so we can't get airborne, right?
That's right.
Okay, well, thanks to my own levels of wizardry and general awesomeness, you can thank me later, the guard motor pool is now repairing things at a much increased rate. If we still have the crews to man all these tanks, we could mount a new offensive, try and take out those Hydras, in which point we then fly to the top of the other hive, save the day, rescue the damsels in distress, fly the fuck out of the hive, shell the hive to oblivion. That's what I'd do.
Not a bad plan, but shell it with what exactly?
We have spaceships, don't we?
Yeah, but, we were told that, if we want a orbital bombardment, we basically need to use ourselves as a guiding beacon.
Sure.
Yes, Mikaisen did state that if you guys are going to lean on the crutch that is orbital bombardment to solve your problems, then he expects you to be standing there with the flare saying, "Come bombard me."
Pardon me for sounding ignorant, but it's a hive which has been completely corrupted by Nurgle cultists. This isn't the kind of thing we can clean up. This needs to be purged by fire, and a lot of fire. It's a hive. The only way this area is being declared clean is if it's a fucking crater or a new magma lake.
All right, everyone, we're going to have to take a moment here. Shelby just dropped a bombshell on Vern.
Okay, then.
Well, there goes my planning session.
Oh, God.
How does Vern react to this?
Again, this Vern's jaw will drop to the ground, but this time more noticeably, and look at Shelby and say, "What?"
Let me just make a quick roll for Talia here to see if Talia pieces this together. Oh, there we go. Felt like Homer. Yeah, Talia realizes what happened, and she's like, "Oh, shit, Shelby, did you just tell him?"
What's going on?
Talia is extremely nervous now.
Share it with the rest of us, Talia.
Vern is kind of gobsmacked right now.
Krios is going to stand next to Vern, a little behind.
We're none about the fact that Shelby found me. Like, did none of that smack to any of you as being really weird? I mean, yeah, we just found out this Mathras kid apparently pointed her in my direction here on the planet, but how did she get to this planet?
It wasn't.
Did none of you realize this?
I was going to admit that.
She looks at everyone like, okay, so the fact of the matter is here that the Inquisitor I told you all about, the one who I work for and Shelby works for,
Havoc,
and that little skull that I was very upset when you blew it up. Yeah, you see, Hadiptus has a history with Mikaisen. They hate each other. It's hating each other would be an understatement. Hadiptus wants to obliterate Mikaisen, and Mikaisen is kind of an arrogant prick. So I'm not exactly rooting against Hadiptus in this. So at the moment, I think if you guys were going to try and contact the Towering Omega, chances are you're not going to like the answer you get.
I guess it's.
She then looks to Shelby. She looks to Shelby and says, "I was really hoping that this would not come up until after we dealt with Nurgle."
Did she just drop the N-word?
Yes, she did.
I don't think Ariane's familiar with Nurgle.
I know for sure Alex is, but the holy people might.
Wait,
You're
figure out what it was.
We knew what the symbol meant, but the name Nurgle, people have been dancing around it. This is the first time someone dropped the N-word.
Yeah.
All we know out of character, we all know Vanna was bad.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when Vern told about Lynn what it meant, she basically put her hands over her ears and went, la, 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 don't tell me more, la, 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 la.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, Vern is kind of gobsmacked and confused about the situation.
Alex,
Vern, you just hear another thing in your head from Shelby.
Alex doesn't know what Nuggle said. So she's actually speaking. Who the heck is Nuggle?
Don't repeat that name. I'm very sorry I said it. Emperor, forgive me. Talia says that she performs the sign of Yakila.
Ariane
Yes, Alex,
narrows her eyes a little bit, but that's about it.
Alex, shut the hell up about the things you don't know about. Just...
Would Krios know about the Pantheon of Gods?
We gave him some forbidden knowledge, right? Yeah, he has heresy. He knows.
Right, okay.
I really need to pick up Heresy.
So you're trying to tell me that while we are down here, there's a sort of a coup going up there?
I wouldn't call it a coup so much as restoring the Towering Omega to the rightful hands of the Imperium.
I just don't know what to think or say.
I'm happy at that. Alex doesn't speak up. I'm happy to hear that, but that could end up coming a worse time.
Yeah, so right now we need to focus on what we're here for. We still have an obligation to the people of the Imperium. We have an obligation to the Golden Throne, to the Emperor. We have to put aside the petty grievances of our masters, however righteous they may be, but we have to focus on what we can handle right now. Whether it's folly or not, we still have to try our best to put a stop to the machinations that are going on in that tower. And if Inquisitor Vidar is there, he could be the edge to help us through this. We have to rescue him, apparently, but I'm sure once we're all together, having the might of an Inquisitor, an actual Inquisitor by our side, I think we can pull through.
Yes, well said.
After that, we can start worrying about Machiasen and Havictus and what I'm going to tell Havictus about Anne and all sorts of things. But for now, we need to focus on this.
Right. Well,
Thank you, Talia.
The situation.
So far, Krios' idea is the best he came up with.
I
Basically,
would
Vern
agree with
is...
Krios' idea up to the point that we
Bombard the
destroyed
tower.
hive utterly. Yes, everything up until that point, I agree with.
Well, this is Italian. If they have a fully functional motor pool at the capital, maybe we can just get them to bring their basilisks and medusas and bombard the tower from land rather than from orbit.
That's also an idea.
My original plan.
If we can rescue the Inquisitor, he could bring forth the basilisks.
No, I can.
Let me just do a quick intelligence roll for Talia on that Fungi. See if she figures out. No, she doesn't. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, Fungi.
The motor pool, thanks to some ingenious fellow who I think really deserves quite a lot of praise. I hope I meet him one day. The motor pool will be up and running in much faster order than it would have been earlier. If we can get a message through, we can ask how quickly these things are being repaired. Some need a lot of repairs; they will take weeks. Others, like the lovely Gladys I drove here, are fully operational. We have vehicles. I don't know if it's enough to shell a whole hive tower down, but we cannot let that thing remain standing. It is the entire structure is abhorrent. The entire structure needs to be destroyed.
Do you want to? Okay, then do you see if you can get into the systems here to see if you can figure? I don't know if Alex would know this in character or not. Maybe from this tower to see if you can get the schematics of that tower, or you need to be plugged into that tower to find see if it has a core we can blow.
No. Tanks. Big gun, boom.
I'm pretty sure one Lehman Russ tank is not going to be enough to blow up a hive tower, or at least cause it to collapse.
A dozen basilisks. then maybe. Bang, bang, bottom.
The motor pool at the outpost that we have access to, I'm pretty sure doesn't have a basilisk or two.
No, he's talking about the capital. He's been at the capital where there are thousands of Imperial Guard
That's
tanks.
what I said, but I don't.
No. We're talking about thousands of tanks.
No, what I'm saying though is that if we can rescue that Inquisitor, I don't know if we have the authority or not to requisition that large of a force personally.
With the Inquisition. Now, I'm not saying everyone's going to, bow before us. I'm just saying most will. If okay,
we're agents, though. We're agents. We're not. None of us are full-on
That
Inquisitors.
hasn't stopped us yet. Now has it?
we are all resourceful people. I went into a motor pool and single-handedly prepared a system that is now getting things going much faster. We are all capable of greatness. If we put our minds together, I'm sure we can get this to work.
Right, in that case, do you think you could use the cogitators here in the Ops Center to contact the capital?
Yes, I shall try. I shall try, if possible, and get through to Lynn.
Alright, you do that. Talia, Shelby, and I will continue working on the maps. If you finish up beforehand, you can assist us, and we can go grab the void suits and take things from there.
If I can, I will give them the map or data or whatever it is of the navigation. I rolled a 9 for earlier.
Okay, what I'm going to say is that rule, we can use that in a moment, but if you're going to follow what Haley's instructions were, what I'd like you to roll for when you get back into the Ops Center is just a general data inquiry. So we'll say, are you trained to inquire, Rios? No, you're not. But we'll say it's based on intelligence, so 32 plus 20, so 52 is your DC.
And this is me trying to get in contact with...
This is you to find the information appropriate for getting in touch with... Very nice. Okay. They do not have the capacity in this lowly enforcer station to do something like that. However, since you guys, part of your plan is to go up to the noble section anyway, from up there, you should actually be able to use an astropath tower or a communications relay that's actually up at the top of the tower and send the message from there.
Then I guess we are heading to the noble tower as soon as we can.
Well, it's on the way anyway. Let's get to work.
Okay, and was there anything else anybody else wants to take care of in this enforcer station? Any NPCs you wanted to reward? Any NPCs you wanted to threaten? Anything you wanted to check up on? Any loose ends?
I wanted to speak with Mathris.
Okay, yep. So would anyone object to Tyrion talking to Mathris?
I wouldn't.
Assuming you know it.
Not really, unless she is going to leave out of our sight, because she's known to do that.
Has a habit of doing that, yes.
Yeah. So as long as she stays into our field of view, yeah, sure, talk all you want.
Can you at least leave the room and give us a little space? Please?
I don't think she can escape this sealed room.
She crawls through the ducts.
If she does that, I hope she gets stuck.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah.
I've never been stuck. Oh no, that's not true. Once.
Yeah, you took a flamer to the face because of that.
No, that wasn't stuck in the vent. That was stuck by the grating at the end of the vent.
All right, fair enough. The other time was stuck in rocks, and rocks aren't a vent. But in any event, you guys are going to let her talk to Mathris privately in the little room then.
Mm-hmm.
I am actually going to ask Mathris if he is okay with with that, is she fine with that? He's a young man, and Kiri is
Kiri.
not a young man.
He'll say he's fine. Don't have to worry.
Does he have a strong
he knows that her intent with him is not hostile.
Okay. The young man's okay with it, and as long as we set it up in a way where Kiri won't run off, fine with it.
Okay. So I assume that she's just going to ask Mathras to use his astropathic powers to send a message.
Well, first she wants to know if he knows anything about, if he's seen anything about Spencer. And she'll...
Seen any what?
Seen anything with Spencer in it recently.
Well, if you'd like, he can attempt to divine some information on that.
Yes, she'll describe what describe to him why are words so difficult. What he looks like.
That's really not going to work that way. What he might be able to do for you is basically he'd be able to sense your connection to Spencer. So he could use his powers to look into you and try to see Spencer through you.
Okay.
So that's adequate for what your intents are?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to roll to see if he manifests.
Funny thing is, everything that he can divine of Spencer is just Spencer staring at that ass.
But he has no eyes.
Spencer has never seen that hair.
Yes, but word of that ass gets around.
Okay, and now I have to do one of these rolls.
Secretly unknown to Kiri on her homeworld, there was a shrine dedicated to her ass. There was a full cult.
So, basically, what Tyrion would have to do is focus her mind on Spencer and ask, she gets to ask one question. Would that question be, will I get to see Spencer again? Or, what would her question be? And remember, it has to be something that is through the lens of Tyrion. So, it's not like she can ask, is Spencer okay? Because if Tyrion doesn't know, he's not going to be able to see that in Tyrion's future. So it has to be a question about Tyrion in reference to Spencer.
Then she would want to know if she gets to see her again.
Okay. So the first thing that he'd be able to give to you is the doom. This is the warning that will tell you what the greatest peril or obstacle that you would face in trying to reach Spencer, and that would be the impending death of you in this upcoming mission. There are many ways in which he can foresee Tyrion potentially dying. He will sense, however, that the pistol in her possession will at once be a great boon and great hazard, depending on whose hands hold it.
Okay.
That's as much detail as I can give because it has to be vague. The malign influence. So two other potential barriers to seeing Spencer again would be if any of the Inquisitors learn of Spencer's connection to Tyrion. As it stands, Macaison obviously knows. There are, however, other Inquisitors at play here, and should any of them come to know of this knowledge, there is a chance that they will block Tyrion and Spencer from reuniting. The other potential threat is that of chaos itself, and not so much blocking Tyrion as latching onto her and pulling her away. And then the benign factors. The greatest advantage or weapon that you'll have in your possession to seeing Spencer again is Talia.
Interesting.
Now, the rest of you don't know any of this, so there.
Yeah, out of character though. I'm kind of thinking about doing something to Talia because she's going to knock to havoc this about an issue.
So Alexandra spontaneously just kills Talia. Interesting.
Not spontaneously.
Oh, so you really are planning to kill Talia. Yeah, Alex is suicidal. Because I think this will be the one thing that Shelby and Tyrion unite upon. Somebody kills Talia at this point, I think both of them are going to want to rip that person in half.
I just got 3 fate points.
I'm just thinking in the back of my head, though. That's all. Just going like, if she knocks it down like this, that's going to create a big issue. Kind of blew up his daughter's skull. But here's the entire point, though. I can do it, and if it's lucky enough, I can make it look like something else caused it. If it looks like it wasn't Alex's fault, she's in the clear.
I'm pretty sure Tyrion and Shelby would be hunting down whomever did it and trying to figure it out. Or there's that.
Again, it involves whether evidence can lead back to Alex.
God.
Hello, do you want to tap the rating 5 psyker?
She's already killed one of my characters before.
So you know what she can do, and she's even stronger now.
You want to be another brick on the wall?
There wouldn't be a wall this time.
Hold on. Sorry, what was that, Bungie?
There's a difference between taking the bull by the horns and grabbing the bull by the testicles and sticking a thumb up its arse. There's a bit of a difference.
Okay, so, Tyrion, was there anything else you'd want to talk to Mathras about then?
I kind of want to send him with a message, but I'm worried based on the information he's giving me, so I don't think I'm going to do anything.
Okay. So that's it? You're just done with him? You'll leave the room?
Yep.
Okay. I just want to double check how long the duration would have been on that. Okay, so it takes roughly half an hour. Okay. Yeah, so in that half an hour, the rest of you would have been working on the cogitators and making your plans. So if I'm understanding correctly, what's been hashed out in character is Krios, you discovered that we have to go up into the other noble section anyway to get a communication out. The other tower, you do not have any information from this enforcer station. Maybe somewhere else in the Lister block you can get further details on the Whitehead Tower, but right now you're going in dark. You were able to ascertain a full map layout, though, of the Lister block hive, which you've downloaded into your brain. So you now know this place like the back of your hand. You might have to spend 10 minutes to review the files that are in your mental database, but you will be able to lead the party anywhere within this hive.
Beautiful.
What else? Vehicles, you guys are hoping to, what is it?
Get a massive armor reinforcement.
So, yeah, how many vehicles do you think you'd want?
Well, my plan is quite a large plan.
Couple of basilisks at least for superior artillery.
I mean, the idea essentially is to launch a full offensive, because, okay, so my original plan, which is a bit outdated because we're probably going to go over in, what did you say there were sky bridges?
To get to the environmental suit, yes.
So
Okay, but not to the other tower.
Exactly, yeah. You're in one hive structure that has 2 major towers, and then there's a completely separate hive structure that's one tower all by itself. They're split by an escarpment in the city. So you guys are in Lower Ilham, and the other hive structure is in Upper Ilham. And that upper ground is being defended by Medusas and Hydras.
Okay, that makes it a bit challenging, because I was hoping we could just launch a new guard offensive if we have the manpower on that location, supported by all the armor, which Krios has now helped make usable. Yes. And then we can get rid of all the Hydras, the Hydras being the number one concern. Because if we can land a crack team on that tower and go in there and do the things we need to do, rescue people, save the day, all that jazz, the ground forces can then from there use any air, any bombers we have. I don't know if we have any, that's just a thought. To basically we need to get those Hydras down, because once they're down, we can airdrop in or get in somehow via the sky. And once we've, the only thing that's stopping us, I imagine, from shelling that tower to just hell is the fact that there are people in there we need alive, right?
Yeah, once we get the Inquisitor out, the whole entire place can be leveled.
All right then. So that is my plan. We launch a large offensive with the guard to get those Hydras down. They are the number one concern. Everything else is well, it'd be nice, but not necessarily that important. Because with the Hydras down, air superiority, we can jump in there with nice, lovely planes and avoid the whole going through a lift, having to fight our way up. We can just go straight to the top, which I imagine is where all the nasty stuff happens. Everyone's always happens at the top. You kind of understanding my plan?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Now, Kieran, you had come to realize some things that you tried to share with the party in the past, but they kind of dismissed. Now that Krios is here, will you try to explain to him what you had uncovered earlier?
Depends on what you're talking about.
I'm talking about Bulgress and Grace.
Oh! Well, I never really confirmed one way or the other.
But you had suspicions, and you tried to bring the suspicions up and were kind of shot down.
I thought that was the reason why we made sure Lynn was involved and not Grace.
Tyrion will come and find Krios and explain that what was her title? I don't even remember anymore.
Who are you referring to?
Grace.
Grace's title was, where's her token?
Field Commander.
There it is. Sergeant. She's now Field Commander.
That Field Commander Stair has connections to the man that we believe Commander Bulgress is running the Nurgle cult in the other tower.
Sorry, who's this field commander?
some woman we met at the base who's in charge.
And we think she has ties to the person in charge of this cult.
Not the one in here, the one in the other tower with the banner.
Well, yes, that's it. How did you find this out?
I might have snuck around.
Well, that's your job. Don't worry about that. So when you say connections, what are you talking here?
Like romantic connections, like I'm in love.
They were knocking boots.
Sure.
No,
we'll
nothing
use
more
that.
than just boots. And she is still fighting, and are we sure she's loyal? Like, if she's feeding the bad guys information, yeah.
Is anyone going to be close to Krios when Tyrion is revealing this? Is there anyone else who's going to be in character weighing in?
I think everybody would be close to Krios when he's plugged into the cogitator.
Vern would be standing
Don't
outside.
make me roll awareness.
Speak up. If it's the field command we're talking about, she tried to commit suicide.
I don't know if I told anyone about that.
I'm pretty sure we learned of it, though. Me and
Nope. Nope. You guys left at the same time it was taking place.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, if she tried to commit suicide, we can probably safely assume that she was rather shamed by her lover's actions. At least that's the conclusion.
Is Tyrion telling Krios that or not?
Nope.
Okay, so I don't know.
She will say
Right.
that she is overworked, extremely stressed, and unable to sleep.
Well, point of the thing is, though, she's not the one in charge, though. Lynn is.
What?
But Lynn,
Oh, but it's so funny if you guys knew what Lynn was actually up to.
Tyrion will look to Alex and said, "Yes, but there was a long period of time, or a period of time, since Grace became field commander and we came in and Lynn took over command. We don't know what exactly happened in that period of time. She should be
the commas, from what Alex can recall, the Commissar pretty much did most of the field work, and pretty much did that. Tried to charge the enemy line, failed horribly at it, and then executed a lot of his men.
Did he have armor support?
Most of the reasons why what was left of the original armor was damaged or destroyed.
But no, I'm saying what Grace did personally. How do we know she didn't have contact with Commander Bulgris? How do we know she didn't feed him information somehow on troop movements? Or how do we know she didn't feed information that we're here to come and attack the tower? We don't know.
This is quite troubling.
Well, I guess
And nobody lets me sneak around enough to find out.
Well, when we get back to the outpost, we'll find out.
Yes, I think speaking to this woman might be a good idea.
I'll speak to this woman. I already have a rapport with her. And we know how Vern does with speaking to people.
If she's a potential spy, we're all speaking with her.
Yes.
We don't have the time right now to be nice.
Then you're not going to get the information you want or be able to believe that it's true. You will get the information you want to hear and not necessarily the truth.
Just gonna.
Marianne?
Yeah, well.
Marianne, someone's called for you.
Yes.
I think you'd have something to say about
Oh!
that.
I kind of forgot about Ariane, and I don't know that we technically know.
Everybody but Tyrion knows, I think.
I was standing right there. I don't know if Scout would have shared that information with us. Is what I'm saying.
What information?
I don't know. I don't know what did we ever share with? No, Tyrion wasn't with us. She was still in the elevator when Ariane talked about her witch mark.
Oh, my power. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think we ever
No,
informed.
I wasn't. I was right there and almost was. I was tempted to test her skill.
Yeah, it was right before Tyrion ran off into the elevator.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember exactly what it was before or after the elevator ride.
It was
I thought
basically
it
when
was
somebody
after.
accused Vidar of being in league with Chaos.
Oh yeah, I remember. It was when we.
Yeah, and
it's
then
when-
Ariane made a promise to use her power on him.
Oh yeah. Okay.
In fact, I think I was the one who spurred her into promising that.
Always the
Right.
shit disturber.
Yeah.
So,
I don't. Has anyone told Krios of her power yet?
This would be
I believe so.
Krios would just hear the hint about of Ariane being considered dead. Grace would tell the truth. That's pretty much all that's came across right now about Ariane.
Well, I really don't know you. Why are you here? What are your strengths?
Why am I here?
I mean, no disrespect. I just don't know who you are.
Oh, I am here because my Inquisitor is missing. And I was discovered by Alexandra, essentially in the middle of nowhere in the hive. Or the area surrounding the hive, I should say. And I agreed to help this group in exchange for searching for my Inquisitor, Inquisitor Vidar.
Which is the Inquisitor we're going to go save in the other tower.
Exactly. And my
Okay, so-
strengths are, I would say my strengths are mostly investigation. And she kind of,
Uncovering the truth of matters.
yes. My
So-
investigations are investigation, finding truths.
Why, in the name of whatever it is you hold holy, have you people not taken her to go and interrogate this woman who may or may not have had sexual affairs with a fucking arch heretic?
Finding the Inquisitor was more important at the time, I believe.
Yeah, you guys haven't really fully explained to Krios just exactly how much shit hit the fan where you guys presently are.
We've
It's
hinted
been
at a lot
bit
of shit going down.
busy.
Lots of stuff have happened we have not clearly gone over. We just giving you a very, very shortened version of all the shit that's gone down.
Tyrion
All right,
looked at Krios and said, I had a fun run-in with a demon, or with a creature of the warp. Because I don't know that... No, she would know it was a demon. She wouldn't know exactly what kind of demon it was. With a demon. And by fun, I mean terribly horrifying and scarring for life.
Krios will turn to face Tyrion, Kiri, ass. Say, sorry, you, what?
I watched a demon devour someone who I had met, who I promised to get out.
So there are demons here.
Or
Yes.
There are cults here.
Yeah.
There are many things here.
Many very vile things here.
Okay, so clearly the fact that you didn't tell me there are demons here must mean there's something much greater, a much bigger threat than demons, because that's only a small detail you didn't tell me, unless it was, really just not that important, right?
Well, Vern did mention to you, well, we were in a public area, that there were heretics and something worse. I mean, I don't know what he expected, but, Vern couldn't really say what was happening in a public area. I mean, it
Okay,
would
well,
make some
I
people
can-
go batshit insane.
I can respect that, but maybe once we'd got to the quiet area, you could have told... Okay, well...
Alex did say she did. We cleared out a cult, and she saw things that she did not clearly understand what the hell they were.
That could mean anything, though.
Yeah.
Sunji, what were you saying?
Right. I think our most important thing to do right now is, short of getting those, well, to our I don't know what the issue is with the suits. Maybe we need them, maybe we don't. Right now, sorry, out of character. What is it we needed from the other tower? It was the suits and something else?
Suits and communication.
Okay, yes, we go to the tower, we get the suits, and we contact Guard Command. Right now, we need to talk to whatever army we have, because we need military forces to get to achieve our fucking demons, really? So, we need to organize an offensive. We need every single thing we have to get rid of those anti-air tanks so we can get in there. That is our number one priority. We get a large plan, large offensive. We understand what forces we're dealing with here, and we tackle them. Does anyone disagree now?
No.
No.
But I feel that retrieving my Inquisitor is more important at this point.
Yes, that is part of the plan. That is why we need to get rid of the Hydras so we can fly in there and rescue your boss.
Yes.
So don't worry there.
Good.
Just everything fucking else. All right, so let's stop milling around here. There's nothing we can do here. We need to let's get that other tower.
Okay. So, was there any NPCs any of you wanted to speak to before you leave the Enforcer area?
I got
Mm,
nothing.
I talked to the only NPC that I needed to talk to, and I couldn't get anything out of him. But the things I wanted out of him.
Well, when the Astropath would walk out, Vern would, thank him for, personally thank him for showing Krios the way to us and for him sharing the information he had.
You're most welcome, but surely you can still make use of me.
Of course. I just wanted to personally thank you.
I serve the Emperor. I will die a million deaths if it is for the Golden Throne. Actually, I just realized something. When I rolled his power roll, okay, good. I didn't roll any 9s. I forgot to check for that.
And trust me, if you rolled a 9, you would have audibly heard one of us go, "Oh, great."
So Shelby has thanked him, I guess, telepathically.
What do we want to do with the boy?
You mean Shelby didn't learn American Sign Language?
At this point, it would be the Emperor's sign language.
That said, on Terra, North America is now called Nord America, and there is a big hive there.
Oh, yeah, she's got raises a good point. It's kind of hard to sign to a man who's blind.
Oh, that's a good point.
So then, no other NPCs, then I guess Krios can lead the way to the other hives.
Yep.
I just have to say, he knew you all were hugging, so maybe he could sense the signing. I don't know.
Let me just see someone sending me a private message.
I don't understand the power of the psychicness.
Out of character, Sentience and the astropathic powers that he possesses allow him to sense bodies. So he could tell that two bodies became very, very close. Possibly hugging, possibly kissing, possibly doing other things. That there was a heightened emotional reaction. That's what he could sense. not necessarily that it was physical hugging. And boy, howdy, was there an increased emotional. Yeah. Anyway, so that's it then. Krios is going to lead everybody.
I
Anyone
can't.
else? Anything else need to do?
Sounds good to me.
I can't think of anyone really. I mean, we thanked the what was the priest who purged the area. Yeah, we thanked him, and we mentally scarred the Hive governor.
Do we want to bring the priest along? He seems really effective at his work.
Okay.
Ariane sort of scrunches up her face at mention of that.
I was out of character.
Oh. Well, never mind then.
How many of you are there? How many players have I got? Is it 7?
Yes.
Yeah, something like that.
Quick look.
Okay. So I'd like each of you to roll a d10, please.
I don't like when you make us do this.
Oh, 2 6s. 2 9s. No.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, we got 2 doubles we have to worry about.
We don't even know what these rolls are for. We could potentially be freaking out over nothing.
It's VT.
Oh, I do
who's
like
doing the
being a
roll.
GM that has a lot of secrets. So I do have to say I appreciate your emotional turmoil and distrust.
But
Well,
the
it's
fact
you, goddammit.
the fact of the matter is, we don't know if this is for positive things or negative things. Therefore, we really
Yeah, but-
shouldn't have any emotional reaction until we know what it's actually for.
It's the 41st millennium. It will be negative.
Yeah, and haven't you been noticing VTs, in the helm? Usually bad things happen when we roll random stuff.
That's
So,
that's the normal case with most GMs. If you suddenly have to randomly roll a dice, normally means something pretty bad's going to happen soon.
but as you guys are, as you guys are heading out, you would have taken basically the same path you took to get in. And as you're passing the infirmary, the one chirurgeon that had stolen the donuts and decaf from Alexandra will remark as you walk by and saying, "Oh, well, you're all going away then, huh?"
Yeah, we have to continue our duties now.
Did you not want your pet?
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 The one you had on the leash. Krios, this will be the first time you hear of this.
Yes, Krios is looking very upset.
What do you mean by pet?
The one you brought in on the leash.
Yes, we were.
I think what she tries to say is, what do you mean, what do we want to take her with us?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Do you want to take her with you?
Okay.
Well,
But
last time
when
we
I
saw
watched you
her...
walking by, it looked like you're walking away.
Where
Well,
is she?
last time I...
Sorry, Vern and Joe were both talking at the same time. Frosty and Haley, or whatever your fucking names are.
Yeah.
Sorry, so,
I was-
yeah, Frosty?
Yeah, I was about to say, in a sort of sarcastical voice, well, I don't know. Last time I saw her, she was kinda dead. I don't know what usually has been done to dead people.
Okay, and Joe?
Yeah, something's up. Where
Thought
is
you
she?
guys.
You're in the infirmary.
Alex is gonna walk forward toward the window.
Go ahead and move your token then.
Marianne,
Yes.
are you sure that was the proper dose?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Okay, I thought I told you about this. When you were away, we had Ariane do the mercy of the Emperor by injecting the heretic's torture victim to...
Oh,
put her out of
yeah.
misery.
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten about that.
So she's just gonna go up to the window. Alex is going up to the window.
Okay, Ariane will stiffen up then at mention of that and say, what do you mean?
I think we should go to the infirmary. Slight detour here. Shelby, you might want to come too.
Anyone?
Just a moment, Chris.
We gotta see exactly what's going on first before we tell you. Before
I
we
would
explain.
rather not.
Vern will stop Ariane and... Well, this is basically an interrogation. You did give her a lethal dosage.
Yes.
Scrutiny?
Why are you doubting me?
Well, people don't usually, pop up. Or, at least it seems like she would be alive, but I'm not really believing that. I don't know. I don't know if she's lying or not.
So the door does currently have 2 enforcers at the door on the outside. Are you guys just going to open it regardless, or?
Yep.
Is there like a viewing window?
Yeah, there's windows over here, window over here.
Okay, well, I think I thought it would be. Okay, well, I guess we just open the door then.
Okay. When you open the door, there's 2 enforcers standing watch inside, as well as the enforcer adjunct, the man who you tasked with cleaning. We're done. And he's standing there just kind of staring at, well, you can't see his eyes. He's got those mirror shades on, and he's just sort of standing at attention at the door when you guys open it. Haley, I take it you were in the lead for this?
Yep.
All right, give me your awareness. This time it's necessary.
Don't you still have fate?
That would have been hilarious if it was 99. But yeah, Haley, you still have fate. Are you going to spend
At the
any?
end of the night. Fail.
Wow. So yeah, you see this guy like just kind of blocking your way.
I command him to explain what's going on.
Okay, give me your command roll. And let me roll his willpower in private. He says quite sternly that this area is presently off limits.
Okay.
Back in a second.
What? Damn it, Joe! All the time. So, yeah, because Joe's character's kind of in the lead here for this. Well, okay, while we wait, Alex, you're also in view. Shelby, you're in view. So if you two could also roll your awarenesses.
I'm there as well, maybe, or not?
You're not quite in view of what would be looking at.
Okay, well, I'd be trying to look because no one's giving me any fucking answers here.
Barely make that.
Back.
Okay, great. So Alexandra, you can see off to where Tyrion was previously tied up. There are people standing watch over somebody in the same medical operating table that Tyrion was in earlier. You can't quite get a perfect look because there's bodies in the way, but you do notice next to that operating table on a little wheelie cart is the leash.
I'm referring to, is the body sitting up, laying down?
Laying down.
Okay. Okay, so like, okay. Haley, the leash is right there on that table.
Churchin steps up from behind and says, "What's going on here? Somebody go through the door already. I gotta get back to work."
Okay. Oh, okay. So Tyrion wants to come back inside the infirmary compared to what happened last time.
She's intrigued by the fact that they're the once dead.
If you guys try to move past the enforcer, he will extend his hands and say, "This area is off limits."
What's going on?
On whose authority?
On authority of the Inquisition.
Ariane lets out a laugh, actually, out loud.
Well, Ariane's standing way over at the other end.
Can she hear what they're saying, though?
Well, yeah, I guess you could hear that one.
I'm going to turn to
Vern, you may
Vern.
want to go present some authority.
Which Inquisitor?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
Tyrion is very extremely tempted to just pull out her rosette and be like, "Tell me which Inquisitor, darn it!" But she's not going.
You're tempted, but you aren't actually doing it? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
You're not a very good Inquisitor. I'm going to have to revoke your Inquisitor license.
You would have to.
Going to turn to Vern and just go, have you, is it clear that who we were? Mm-hmm.
Vern?
Right.
Don't they know that we're part of the
I'm going to speak out loud. Vern? Doesn't look like her body was disposed of.
Felix just fucking walks away. He's done with this.
You know what? Screw this. Tyrion is getting frustrated. She's gonna pull out her badge and be like, "Tell me what Inquisitor or let us through, gosh darn it. Or Emperor darn it."
The auto censor here is a little funny, but go ahead and roll an intimidate roll.
Oh, God. Intimidate!
Hey, it's not Alex flashing her badge this time.
Fudge.
Okay, and I shall roll his willpower.
Fail. Epically fail. That is not a fail, VT. You didn't listen.
Wow, this is the ballsiest adjutant I've ever seen.
She did.
He doesn't even respond to Tyrion.
Not even when she pulls out her rosette?
It's not a full rosette either. Tyrion was only given basically a badge of office equivalent to what Ariane was given.
Right. Okay.
Tyrion, go get
Part of me
Vern.
just wants to run into the room.
I said it. I called back to Vern. Did Vern?
And Ariane also said to Vern, you might want to go over there and
Yeah, I
present
called out
some
to-
authority.
I said to Vern, doesn't look like she was disposed of.
So Vern is showing his rosette now, Frosty?
No, he is. Well, if you didn't read that, he is saying to Ariane, well, facing back towards the surgeon and the others, well, Inquisitor, you probably should go and fix this.
Okay, I see.
And hands the rosette at the same time.
Very well then.
Jess, but your statement, because of the grammar you use, makes it sound as if the toy is the leader of the cult. So,
Okay,
Ariane... sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Ariane will go to the Enforcer Adjunct then. She will step up to that area.
Looks like Haley got out of the way for her.
And she will say, she won't actually say anything. She'll just walk up and hold up the rosette.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your intimidate.
Why can't we be
Intimidate.
friends?
I'm not intimidating. I'm just showing a rosette.
Yeah, it's just meant to intimidate. When you do something, or command, like either or.
Command. If I have a choice of command, then I will take it. Oh my god, I'm fading that.
Okay. And subtracting 1. So you're down to 1 fate point left.
That would have not succeeded unless I'd faded it, so I think that's 2 degrees.
And
No,
Full
yes, 2
power
degrees.
once
success.
again for the adjunct.
Are you serious?
Wow, this is a ballsy adjutant.
This-
Not that you can see his eyes, but he just stares at you. And if you make any move to enter the room, he lifts his hands, bar entry.
Do you know what this means, adjunct?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Then why are you not moving aside?
Because your authority does not trump the authority that I have been receiving my orders from.
You have been receiving your orders from the Inquisition. We are the Inquisition. I fail to see why you are in our way still.
As I said, the one I have received orders from trumps you.
That's who?
People, we do not have time for this. Whatever
Someone
is in
get
there
the proctor.
clearly is not this important.
Someone get the arbitrator proctor.
Really? Is this
Yes.
really this important?
Yes.
Well, did you read what Shelby sent to who else's mind?
It's an unlucky person.
So the latest message?
Okay? There was clearly a mistake. Or she's a witch. Or whatever it was that you thought earlier that I won't say here. In which case, we go and shoot it in the head. If this person's blocking us, we shoot him in the head, then we shoot her in the head.
I'm just getting to the point of
Either
where
way,
I'm going to
we
do
haven't
that.
got time to sit here and discuss things.
Indeed.
Veronica,
Excuse
the
me?
proctor.
Excuse
Please.
me, may I?
May you?
Yeah,
Yes,
Just-
I suppose so. Ariane steps aside. Though she's somewhat confused as to why Vern's doing it now if he wasn't going to go up in the first place. Whatever.
Vern will look at the adjunct and take out his shotgun and say to him, "Look here, we are the fucking
Ariane
Inquisition,
face palms.
aren't
Okay,
you?"
Vern, you're
Yeah.
about to be surprised. Do you have rapid reaction?
I don't think I do.
Does anyone have rapid reaction?
I think I have rapid reaction.
Let me check.
Let me just
the
check.
main. I have,
I have
three of those.
options on.
You have sixth sense, so
No,
you
I
can
don't.
roll perception, Ariane.
Yeah.
If you succeed on a perception roll, you will not be surprised because you have sixth sense.
Okay.
I'm sorry, who else?
Oh, no. No.
The closest thing I have to that is quick draw, but that's not exactly what you're looking for.
Is Shelby getting involved, though, Jess? Okay, so presently it's just Vern against the adjunct?
At the moment.
BT, I have a question.
Yes, what's up?
This is not a doorway, right?
Window.
It's a glass window. Glass window.
Okay.
That's all you want to know? You're just asking?
Yes, I'm thinking.
Okay. So, Vern, opposed weapon skill.
Come on, stop rolling like fucking. You've rolled under. Damn it.
This man is God. I think he deserves to be a fated character.
At this point,
Yeah.
considering how he's behaving and his sheer willpower and ballsiness to go against the Inquisition, I think so.
Oh, great. I'm going to fade that.
Okay, Vern.
Well, that's a little bit. Oh.
Okay, well, it's not confirmed.
1, 2. Yeah. 2 under. Yeah, never mind.
Vern, he takes your shotgun.
I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that happening.
All right, standing where
Don't
I
care
am.
about that. Yes, you're there.
Standing where I am, I'm going to step aside to draw my last cannon.
Okay, Trios, roll intimidate.
So
Not
he
that it's
wasn't
freaking
intimidated
gonna matter.
about Vern going ballistic here.
Oh no, I'm not talking about the adjunct here.
77. Yes.
Trios, do you have any fate left? No, you don't. Okay.
Please don't roll 7. Oh, thank God.
Shouldn't that give like a natural plus something?
Yes, it
Okay.
does. Given the situation, I'm going to roll 1 willpower for the enforcer guards. Oh shit! Yeah, they are fleeing.
Well, that just puts the numbers much more in our favor.
As all the guards flee, and
I like how nobody decided to go get the proctor like I asked.
What
You're
makes
level-
you think that Proctor is going to defuse the situation
Because
when?
this guy's an enforcer.
Who's acting on
Yes,
orders from
but-
the Inquisition?
Yes.
The
They're clearly
Inquisition
unfreaking
orders
cool.
outrank the orders from anything the Proctor can give.
I suppose so.
The adjunct will say to Vern after interrupting him by taking his shotgun that he can have the shotgun back if he leaves immediately. Vern?
We know that Vern isn't a good people person.
Yeah, this can't end well.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about going. Thinking about what would happen if Vern would go a little bit insane here.
Well, roll willpower to see if he snaps.
Oh yeah. So what Vern would do? Vern would basically nod, take the shotgun, take a few steps back, and then start priming his minigun.
Everybody else is still between Vern and this guy.
Yep. Too bad.
I swear to God.
God.
I swear.
You know, I think people will get the idea when they start hearing the zzzz.
I think last cannons have a rather nice hum when they're powered up as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Guys, you guys bring out the heavy weaponry when you just simply do this. I quick draw and fire him and shoot at him in the gut with my crack forward bolt pistol.
I was thinking about just stabbing him in the neck, but
my God, you people.
I'm just trying to threaten them so we can leave the fucking room. I'm not actually going to shoot anyone.
well, Vern is insane.
I wasn't joking about what I just said either.
Sorry, what did you say, Bob?
I'm going to use my quick draw feat to quickly draw my pistol. Well, he's got obviously his attention on the two big heavy weapons. And I'm going to shoot him in the gut.
Oh no.
Are you doing a cold shot to the stomach?
Well, I'm just going to do No, but I'm just going to do. I can't really do a called shot since it's a. Let me see. What exactly is it for? Ready as a. Oh, I can ready a weapon as a free action. So I'm just going to ready and just do a single shot at this range.
So it could even be an aim shot.
You know, I can do a half aim and then fire at him.
Yep. So that would be, let's see, plus 50 total, I believe.
Yep. So, let's see.
97.
Pistol.
Okay, and attempt to dodge. That just makes it for him. So you fire off a round, and the other Chirurgeon is in the line of fire. Let's see if she can make it out of the way.
Wait.
Okay, she can too. She dives for cover.
Wait, which... Are you talking about that enforcer? I would have assumed
No.
she would have been shooting at that enforcer.
No,
This
if you
is
look,
the
if you
guy
look,
that she's shooting at. The direction of the bullet would mean this person used to be standing in the line of fire, but they jump to the ground when people start drawing their guns.
I didn't see her.
Okay, so now Shelby wants to try a fling. Shelby, let me just check the range. You are within 5 meters of Haley.
Here comes a new demon.
Here comes the Crimson Jinn.
Or not.
Okay, and remember you can use plus sign, so we don't have to manually do the math here. So 12, 14, 16, 26 plus 7, I think. So, well, no, except you were using your psychic powers to talk to him, so that ruined your invocation. Technically, I should have made you rolling for that earlier because Haley was in range. But Fling had threshold 14 with overbleed 5. So, where's the rules for Fling? What page is that? 73? No, further than that. Let's see, there we are, Fling. Okay. Okay, well, you're trying to fling a person here, and so he's entitled to a willpower to resist, and you have to do a willpower. Oh, okay, so push them. So it's still an opposed willpower test. Oh, sorry, it's his strength versus your willpower. I think you get a plus 30 to your willpower roll here.
Jesus.
Okay, so he will now be prone.
God damn it, this guy is rolling like fucking champion.
turns out he actually is an inquisitorial agent himself.
And let me just see. Jess, what's your willpower again? 63? So it's 93. Wow. Okay. So that's 5 degrees of success for you. Yeah, you knock him unconscious with that, actually. Basically, Shelby just drops him to the ground.
Thank you for that.
There's fucking being stupid and there's being brave.
He was mostly the former.
What, fucking?
No, stupid.
Okay, Ariane's gonna walk in at this point.
Yeah.
With the person, the adjunct, out of the way.
Can
I
I
will just go ahead.
can I sleight of hand attempt to unsheath my wrist blades stealthily so that none of the enforcers can see it happen?
You have quick draw, don't you?
Yes. But
So we'll just say you can do it when the time comes.
Yeah,
but I
we're
want to
doing
do it
things-
now is what I'm saying. I
We're
want
doing
them
things
to
in
decide.
an initiative step here. I can say that as a no.
What? Sorry? What would you say, Fungi?
We're not doing things in an initiative step, are we?
Not yet.
Okay. Forgive me if I heard wrong. Is Tyrion going to kill the enforcer?
She just said she's drawing her
She's
blades.
going to be prepared to defend herself or her fellow teammates if necessary. Which is why she
Krios
wants to do it secretly and do it now.
Well, Krios knows, Shelby. Do you want me to roll perception, see if I notice her drawing a blade?
Shelby, I think you mean Tyrion?
Yeah, he's just very...
Yeah. So,
Yes.
Tyrion, if you want to draw your blades, you can draw your blades. Everybody else has their fucking guns out. What does it matter?
If she does indeed draw her blade and walk towards the enforcer, I'm going to say...
So, how about we wait until what actually happens, Krios?
Okay, well, if she does approach the man, I will speak.
Well, Ariane will take out her Carnodon.
Okay, and sorry, so, Brooke, what did you want to do with Tyrion?
I'm going to unsheath at least one of them.
So you're saying the gauntlet blades?
Yes.
Okay.
And the one on her dominant hand, which is her right arm.
Okay.
Yes, Krios. I have
typing
a
furiously, right? Who's typing furiously? All right. Anyway, as people start coming into the room, the enforcers are all quite panicked and pulling away. When? Let's see. Oh, wow.
I don't like that laugh.
Whoever was on the table, obviously it's the pet out of character, though none of your characters confirmed that yet, rolls off the table and onto the floor behind it.
Oh my god, she actually is still alive.
I don't know what you did to her. I was unconscious during this.
No, you weren't. You were freaking out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had you strapped to a table doing all of that.
Well, okay, I don't know exactly what happened to that thing other than everybody claimed she was dead.
Yeah, she received a lethal injection.
Oh, yeah, but those mess up. Clearly.
Yeah.
Everyone's just standing still at the moment.
Well, I was...
No, Ariane's got her Carnodon out. And she's going...
Alex still has her pistol out.
She's going
Vern
to... she's
Yeah.
going to shout to the enforcers, get out of the way.
Okay, give me a command roll.
Command...
Vern will walk in with the fucking
that's... How close was that? 2 off. Oh my god. Are you serious?
The enforcers stand trembling, watching as you all advance on their position, weapons drawn. They, yeah, exactly. Assault cannon's still revving. Vern, give me an intimidation roll. I think you're the scariest fucker here.
I was about to follow up her command with my own command.
Well, before that,
Can
free
I-
action, Vern is scary as fuck.
Okay.
Can I say something while I'm doing it? Or just, presence being the intimidation factor here.
As long as it's less than 3 words.
What the fuck's going on?
What's
What
more
the
than-
fuck? That's all you'll get to say is, what the fuck?
Okay, that will work too.
Not as serious. Did you want to fake that?
Yeah, might as well. Ooh. Okay.
Okay, that uses up your fate. Let's see, where's my burn? There's burn. 0. Oops. I got to do a fate. And willpower for everybody, because let's just get it all over and done with. What the fuck? Well, Vern is still scary enough that the enforcers will not have the willpower to resist. The Chirurgeon, however, is a bold motherfucker and will say, my patient is recovering.
Your patient is supposed to be dead.
Now I'm going to command the surgeon. Now do as the good lady says, and stand down and walk away. This does not concern you.
Okay, give me your command roll.
Everyone's commanding these days.
Problem is, these people do not give a fuck anymore.
What do you mean, you people?
That's a fail.
The Chirurgeon, this is the same one who had healed you guys earlier, still stands steadfast. She gets both her arms extended, kind of like trying to defend whoever her patient is, saying that this is absolutely unnecessary, please. And just as she says the word please, the person behind jumps to their feet, runs over to the window, and strength roll.
I'm going to sprint after her.
Smacks her face against it and falls on her ass.
So she just did exactly the same thing she did when she tried to go for the vent.
Sorry, she did the exact what?
When they were interrogating her, she made a break for the vent, to see if she can try to get there, and she ran right straight into the wall as well.
Oh, yes, right. Yes, I forgot about that. But yeah, so she, and at this point, you guys can see her clearly enough to see it's the same woman.
Okay.
Can I try to talk her down?
You can try.
I'm going to move a little bit. Shut up,
I'm just
you.
gonna. I am going to just try to shoot this woman in the
Yeah,
head.
but it'll be... Wait, you're...
Called shot.
Okay, but it still would be easier to do it if she wasn't ready to, like, run all over the room.
Sorry, so called shot where?
To the head. I'm gonna make a half-aimed shot.
Okay.
And I will apply my eye for weakness to this just in case.
Okay. So give me that roll first.
Okay.
Or, like, are you using the passive eye for weakness or the active eye for weakness?
I'm not gonna take any chances. I'm gonna go active.
I swear
Okay,
to God,
drop
if
the
you
roll.
shoot me in the back of the head, I'm not going to be happy.
If I what?
Shoot me.
Shoot her in the back of the head.
I'm not gonna shoot anyone in the back of the head. You're clear of my shot.
Oh, you just watch.
Oh well, I don't need. I guess I don't need it. I'm gonna. What combat rules are we using again? Are we using? What's the bonus for my aim shot?
With the Carnodon, it's accurate, so you're getting plus 20. Plus the range is another 10, so plus 30 total.
Okay.
But that will not be a success. And the target is prone. So let me just double check to find out if that is a positive modifier or negative modifier.
I think if it follows other games, if you're using a ranged attack against a prone target, it's a penalty.
Yeah.
weapon skill is easier, ballistic skill is difficult. Okay. So, yeah, it's that will not be a success unless you want to fade.
That's not my attack. That's rolling for eye for weakness.
Oh, right. Oh, so yeah, eye for weakness is not turned on.
So how much of a penalty is it if she's prone?
-10.
-10? Okay. So I've got a total of... Oh, and we're not using Black Crusade rules?
Meaning what?
Meaning if you use a standard attack, you get +10?
No.
So I guess I'm aiming. Whatever. Okay. That's a success.
Okay, and let's check the degrees here. So we've been +20 total, so 65. Which would only be 1 degree. Yeah, so you don't get any of the bonus damage.
Oh, well.
So go ahead. Oh, right. She gets a dodge attempt at -20. Oops. Is that incorrectly? Yeah, she used...
Okay. Oh, I don't have Carnodon stats here.
Talk to Joe.
Joe,
Mm-hmm.
how much damage does a Carnodon have?
Just a moment, I actually have the
Joe.
book open here.
Oh, I thought you would have it on your sheet.
No, I took it off because I don't have Carnodons anymore. Anyway, Carnodon, 1d10 plus 4,
Okay,
and accurate.
that's all I need to know for now. Okay.
Okay, attempting the recall.
Yeah, bubble recall.
I am, but it's still winging on his end.
And I have Crack Shot and Mighty Shot, so it ends up
Not
being
picking up, so I'll try to recall him again.
10 plus 6.
Okay, sorry about that. So I forgot that you don't have a penalty because you have a talent that compensates for called shots.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so roll your damage for a headshot.
Uh, 13. And I have, what is it? Crack Shot, so I've got +2 critical damage as well.
And Mighty Shot.
Yeah, I already factored Mighty Shot.
Okay, you are shocked to see that while you do hit her in the head at short range, the skull of this woman must be fucking made of adamantium because she's bleeding, and that's about it.
Well, I guess I know.
No, it's
So,
a bad
is anyone else doing something before the pet has a chance to do anything else?
Yes, I
Yes.
was going to talk her down like I had planned to before she got shot.
All right.
Okay, you're still
Kiri-
going to try talking?
Can we
Yes,
try
I'm
and
gonna
talk
try
her
to
down?
Charm her. And I'm going to be
Before
like,
you do that,
Charm
just
who?
after people are shooting, Krios is going to yell, "Hold your fire."
Okay, so Krios is shouting, hold your fire. Tyrion, what, remember, you only have 5 seconds, so what are you saying in 5 seconds?
I don't want to hurt you, just calm down.
Right after I shot her in the head.
Yeah. So roll charm, Tyrion.
I said I used the words I.
Yeah, but I'm your ally. So I think the penalty for that would be absolutely insane.
At that point, the pet will say, then please stop her from shooting me, and point at Ariane. So Tyrion has stepped between Ariane and the pet. Let's see.
Yes, I know I made the comment that I don't trust her as far as I can throw her, but
Which direction is Tyrion facing as she does this?
the pet.
Okay. Okay, so Joe, is Haley saying that out loud?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Vern, are you still revving your assault cannon?
Yes, I am. I'm just basically at the moment I'm keeping the eye on with the enforcer and the other people in the room. Just, looking if somebody gets frisky, I will make them full of holes.
Okay. The Chirurgeon moves beside Tyrion to kind of shield the pet in aid with Tyrion.
Okay. I was just going to walk a little bit closer, but as I'm doing that, I'm holstering my bolt pistol.
Ariane does not put down her gun, but she does not try to fire again.
Sure hope not.
So, who's doing what?
Would you care to explain why you're defending this person?
Is that in character?
Yes, that's in character.
I don't think it's right to kill someone for mistakes that they weren't given a choice in making.
What you are saying then is, you don't think it is right that we should execute her as we had planned, as we had already attempted, for corruption. And if she is not corrupted, then how is she standing here now?
There could be an explanation as to why
there is no explanation other than foul heresy.
There's something else, though, Ariane.
What?
Who superseded our authority?
Ariane purses her lips tightly and then lowers the hand cannon.
Unfortunately.
If I may.
Go ahead.
Thank you. If I may, it seems like quite a secure room. We saw her try to go through the window. We saw the window win. I don't think she's going anywhere, especially seeing how many guards were in this room. I think we need to continue with our mission. She's still just going to be here. This is probably the most secure place she can be. I wouldn't mind a word with the Chirurgeon. Let's move to the next tower. Burn.
Yes.
By the throne you worship, power down your fucking gun.
Ariane turns the safety back on.
She should not be fucking alive.
And puts it in its holster again. Okay, we're done here.
Yes, you're right. Not a problem. Leave. Bigger fish to fry.
Tyrion will say just a second and ask the pet, does she know what Inquisitor superseded our authority here?
Give me a inquiry roll. Okay. She's still kind of blubbering and crying, but she gets herself slowly under control, and she whispers a name that Tyrion and Alex are definitely in range to hear. Haley and Ariane, you'll have to roll a awareness at +30. Krios, Vern, you'll have to roll awareness flat. And Shelby and Talia will not be able to hear it at all through Vern's revving gun.
I really wish I
had... means that I automatically succeed.
Sorry, what was that, Ariane?
Awareness +30 means I automatically succeed.
You still have to roll in case you get a critical failure.
Okay.
Or a double.
Like Vern just did.
I fail.
Are you?
And that's a critical fail.
I'm gonna re-roll it. I'm fading it.
Aren't you out of fate?
Wait.
No, I got one left.
Oh, you're right. You do have one left.
Alex could hear it automatically.
Wait,
yes. Alex is within range to hear automatically.
Oh, okay. I thought we were all rolling for awareness. Okay. Sorry.
Also, you were trying
There
to
we
get
go.
aware of something else.
No.
Okay. So
Makes sense to
since at
read
least
it.
3 of you got it, she will say Inquisitor Marble.
Can you type out that name?
Yep, trying to, but I wasn't actually in the right window.
I'm gonna say it out loud. Who is Inquisitor Marvel?
Marble, like the stone.
That's what I said.
It sounded like Marvel, like the comic.
I said marble.
Sounds like you got marbles in your mouth.
So who has Forbidden Lore Inquisition?
There's
I
another
do.
Inquisitor
Wait, do I?
on this planet.
I
Let me just
do.
How many what is it? Is it a... Did we secretly just walk in on an Inquisitor convention?
Yes.
Wait. Do I have Inquisition? No, I have
I'm
Peer
sure-
Inquisition. I don't have Lore Inquisition.
Can I go over to Shelby and Talia at this point, since the Kyurgen is standing in between the pet and Ariane, and be like, do you know anything about an Inquisitor Marble?
Well, apparently I don't have any lore on the Inquisition. So, Ariane shakes her head.
I'm talking to Shelby and Talia.
Shut down.
Shut down.
Well, it doesn't matter who you're talking to. I responded.
Oh, I guess Alex did make a comment about...
I said it out loud. Who is Inquisitor Marvel?
Yay, Talia!
When we have a moment, by the way, I'm going to try and talk down Vern, but I'll let you guys do this conversation first.
Oh, he stopped revving
Never
it.
mind then.
Where did my window go for Jess? Ah, there it is.
Hey, Frosty got it too. That's Vern is stupider than I thought he was.
Bird smash. Ah.
Wait, Vern all this time had an intelligence of 4?
No.
It surprised me.
2.
So I sent a private message to Shelby and to Vern.
Yep, got it.
So Talia will just shake her head to Jira and just kind of shrug her shoulders lightly.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing, or you don't know anything, or you're not going to tell me?
You don't know. I'd never heard of Inquisitor Marble.
Like, this Inquisitor doesn't exist, or what are you thinking?
Well, the Inquisition is a secret society. Like there are probably dozens, if not hundreds, of Inquisitors that I don't know anything about just here in this sector. And there are Inquisitors that have the authority to go from one sector to another. You know, I haven't heard that name, but it doesn't mean such a person doesn't exist. But if we could get in touch with the conclave, we could look into it. But that's not exactly our authority.
How easy would it be to impersonate an Inquisitor? I guess
You've
we
done that
technically...
before. Please
I
do
was
not.
That's
gonna
kind of
say,
ironic.
I guess we can... Well, but... I mean, for like an average... maybe not an average person, like a noble to impersonate an Inquisitor kind of a deal.
There are certain things that those in the know are aware of that common people would not be aware of. And I am Joe has to leave shortly, so we're going to have to wrap this up real quick. Talia basically explains that she has the knowledge to find out if somebody is an Inquisitor on a certain level, but even she has the limits of how many tests that she puts someone through. But generally, if they fail the simplest tests, then she knows that they're probably bluffing. Thing is Inquisitor Marble in that room?
It'd be hilarious if it was the adjutant.
Because unless I have the Inquisitor to talk to, I can't test their knowledge.
Is anyone currently talking to the unfortunate girl?
Keep in mind, I'm near her, but I don't think I can hear the conversation going on between Tyrion and Shelby and Tyrion. Talia, right?
Oh, if no one's talking to the girl.
Now walk back into the room close to the pet.
Okay, well that's going to take a while. So before you can do all that, what else is going on in the room? Spongy?
If no one else is talking to the vet, I am going to go and talk to her.
Okay, so go ahead. And once we finish this will be what we'll be wrapping up with.
All right, then we might have to pause maybe halfway through, but I'll see what I can do. Krios is going to basically take off the las cannon and leave it basically by someone's, don't fucking touch it. I'm going to go near the girl, assuming the chirurgeon doesn't
Vern can hold
ward him off. Yeah, that's what I'm scared of. He's going to put his foot down and just say, "What's your name?"
Well, okay. Yeah, it's a shame Krios wasn't around for this earlier. And Krios, you are still covered in mechadendrites, even if you do unplug your lab cannon.
I know.
If he asks that, Alice is going to say,
Hey, Spongy's the one I'm talking to.
Krios is making an effort to look as unscary as possible, so everything's folded away, and he's staying, a good 6 to 10 feet away, so that he's
go
not
ahead and
right
move
up
your
in her face. Right, I keep forgetting about that. Let's say about. Let's see, that's 17. Let's say about there. So he's standing next to the chirurgeon.
Okay. And go ahead and roll an inquiry. Okay. She can only stammer and blubber that she can't remember her name. She told you guys already she can't remember her name.
That's okay. My name is Krios. I'm going to try and help you. Is that okay with you?
She's kind of inconsolable and gibbering at the moment. It's hard to understand what she's trying to articulate. She's still also got a bleeding wound in her head, by the way.
I regret
nothing. If the chirurgeon is right there, I'm going to say, does she trust you? At least to go near her.
She'll nod her head.
Yeah, and, help her.
So, chirurgeon, over to Medicaid. Yeah, just to let you know, Krios, this is the doctor that got the 94 when trying to help Tyrion. But she's going to bandage up the head wound.
Tyrion was flailing like a mad woman.
Usually doesn't help.
So I guess it seems fitting that she killed me, technically speaking.
If only you didn't resist.
She still could have failed.
Okay, so Krios, you're the one who suggested earlier that we just ship out and leave, or are you actually going to try and stay and console this oddity?
What I told everyone, when I don't think anyone was really listening, was that everyone should make their move just out. I want to talk to the chirurgeon.
So Krios wants to speak with the chirurgeon?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
surgeon will look over to Alexandra. and
Alexandra ain't leaving. She's had enough of this strange shit going on.
What's Alexandra's surname again?
What's what?
What's Alexandra's surname again?
Romanov. You can actually see it if you put your cursor over her token.
Right. In a low tone, Krios is going to walk over to her and say, I appreciate there is some fucked up shit happening in this hive. I appreciate you have seen some things that would probably change your outlook on life. Right now, more angry bodies in this room is not going to help. We have lots of things to do right now. Just trust me. Please.
I trust you, Krios, but I ain't leaving this room.
Do you see all the men behind me? Nice big men with nice big guns. They can handle it. You, and no offense meant, are not a scientifically minded person. You are very good at what you do, which is hitting things, hitting people with things or shooting people with things. Right now, it's time for words and science. I am kind of one of those people, or at least half of that. If we can help here, just let me be the one to do that. If I'm talking low now, if we do need to dispose of her, be my guest. But right now, I don't know what's going on. I want to know what's going on.
I'll back away then, but I'm not leaving this room.
That's fine. Go stand with fun.
I'm just gonna go up here and lean up against the window.
Chris is going to stare at you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to make things difficult?
I'm far enough away. I backed off. They never specified exactly how far.
Do you need the last cannon?
You are
That is the
terrible.
definition of making things difficult right there, by the way.
You are a terrible person. Chris will turn back around and try and talk to the church and then.
Well, Alex has done nothing to physically scare the pet.
Except for approaching with a weapon drawn, yada yada yada.
She's not caused any physical harm to her, unlike some members of the party.
Okay.
Unlike some members, I thought we had
around you.
unanimously agreed to destroy her. Like everyone
Rios wasn't aware of that unanimous agreement earlier. So we can touch base on that in the future. Fungi.
I'm not talking to Rios here.
Sorry?
I was talking to Alexandra more than anyone else, but whatever.
Fungi, sorry, what were you saying?
Going to go back to the chirurgeon and, assuming she is able to talk while still inspecting the girl's head, say, can you tell me what's going on here? These people seem to think she was dead.
Okay. So, Krios, Fungi will not be doing that tonight, I'm afraid, because Joe really needs to go, I'm afraid. Joe,
fine.
thank you very much for recording. Although, because this is technically a private conversation, I think Fungi and I might even be able to do it. But in the meantime, the game will be officially coming to a close now. Thank you all, and welcome back, Fungi. And of course, yes, if anyone touches his last cannon, we're going to see a clash of titans, because Krios versus Vern is quite the battle, I'd say.
If we're gonna see that battle, can we guys wait up so we can build like a small little plastic miniature town for them to rampage through?
My money's on Krios, because his weapon is focused on single target destruction, whereas Vern has multi-target weapons.
Yeah.
Vern is great for wiping out a crowd. Krios is designed for taking out a Baneblade.
Yeah, but I would still like
One
to have...
word. Well, actually, 2 words. Missile launcher.
That's still a crowd-destroying weapon.
I
Not
still
with the
want...
crack missile.
I still want these two going at it like a kaiju film. So I want a little small town for them to rampage through.
I'm not
Well,
sure if
let's-
Krios could take a crack missile to the face.
Challenge
We never
accepted?
have to find out.
Aw.
Turns out Krios eats crack missiles for breakfast.